It's about 30 degrees this morning, but there's a faint wind at my back and a smooth road ahead, and I think I can see palm trees down there. Not really, but in my imagination. Look at this. This is a clean stream, isn't it? We'll go over others though that are draining these fields. Well, this is too, but maybe because of the cover of the sprouted winter wheat, we're not getting that milky runoff that we get after a rain or snowstorm. Well, the snowstorm melts. It's melting now. Snowed last night, as they predicted. And it was just hard getting out of my sleeping bag this morning because it's cold. And without my gloves on, as I have to have them off, as I pack things, my hands start to go numb because it takes about a half hour. So I've learned to just take it slow. If I start to feel pain in my hands, I get back in the sleeping bag, and I get my hands underneath it, and I chill. And because Florida is not going anywhere, and I'm headed that way. And if that's a beautiful mosey through the countryside, that's how I'm getting there. It was really uplifting to make those balloon animals for those kids. One of the reasons was because all this delay has dinged my budget, and so even though the tips weren't massive, because neither was the amount of people, and I hadn't put a sticker on my chest like I do with a name tag. It says, "Hi, my name is Doug," and then I put something about tips appreciated. I didn't do that with the tip side because I was doing the whole balloon animal thing to uplift myself and to prove to myself that these balloons I'm dragging along are not dead weight. And so when I get maybe to Cincinnati, if the weather isn't freezing cold, I'll do some balloon animals on a street corner, and I imagine I could make some pretty quick money and have some great times. I just love making a kid happy, making him a little sword or a penguin or a cow or a dragon hat, dolphin hat. I mean, there's so much fun in those silly little balloons, and the creativity of all those designs, which aren't mine. I got them online, and I should post that. If you ever wanted to do this thing I'm doing, take off with a minimal amount of stuff, except for the electronics. I'm pretty rigged there, for whatever reason. And you knew 10 balloon animals, the 10 best, the 10 jewels, you could finance your trip on the way that way, as long as you don't go so far from a city that you can't stop and grab a gig and start twisting. That was fun. That was really uplifting. So, to keep heading straight for happiness, I keep a careful watch on my emotions, what I'm focused on. And yesterday morning I was focused on, it's still really cold, and now it's going to snow, and I'm not getting any closer to Florida. And I said, right away, I'm very proud of myself. I said, what can I focus on that will make me happy? And I thought, I got my balloons. They make me happy when I hand them to some little kid who's waiting in line all excited. There must be a place around here with kids that I can approach, and that's why I carry the business cards, so that I'm legit. It's not some crazy spur of the moment thing. And you need to be if you're going to work around kids, because kids are very well protected in most cases, especially in small towns, by their parents and their friends and all observers, and that's good. That's very good. And I passed the test with my professional demeanor and my business card, and it was just a beautiful, uplifting day. And this tailwind and this smooth, straight road is uplifting me some more. And talking to you, hey, this is really a big part of my trip, that I can get your comments. Now, sometimes I don't have the right electronics to be able to type a response, except for maybe a heart, which means I loved your comment, or a thumbs up. I never give a thumbs down, so if you get one, it's not from me. I appreciate your commenting. I appreciate all your input and your great suggestions. And I want to make a video as soon as I get situated somewhere, going over the people that have been following me for years. I mean, just thanking them for their uplifting comments and suggestions. And the new people, welcome. This is really fun. The channel's growing and the views are growing because people like this crazy thing I've done. They can live vicariously. What if you just dropped everything and pedaled off? Not sure where and not sure for how long, and you're not sure what's going to happen. And with a positive attitude, I know great things are going to happen. They already are, like yesterday, like all your supportive comments, like me feeling really strong now after pedaling for a long, long way. And this beautiful solitude and the sound of the stream. These are burrs. See if I see any around. They're a tall plant, and when you're walking through the bush, like I was yesterday, they attach like Velcro. In fact, French scientist, that's how he got the idea for Velcro. He got some burrs on them. And what an amazing invention that was. Alright, I'm done pontificating. It's back to the pedaling. It's a tailwind, a very slight tailwind, so I'm making the most of that today. And it is 31 degrees, maybe 34 now. Listen to the quiet. This is a tough 14 miles with no store to get anything. I thought about it. What if I got for dinner? Because I got 2 hours till dark. It's a slight drizzle. And I don't have a lot of confidence that I'm going to come to a town. So this is the type of country I'm going to have to find a stealth camp in. Something like that's unacceptable, although it's a nice thick woods, because I'd have to walk there and back. I'd be seen. And even though the farmers might not be mad about it, they might be curious and come driving out to find out what's up. So, geez, the traffic is amazing. I gotta get back on the road. I think a lot of people have jobs in the city and live out here. Hope there's a city nearby. Can't, because of the moisture, I'm having a little trouble with my GPS. So anyway, but I thought we could share this together. School bus stop ahead, hill blocked view. Let's see what that view is like when it's blocked. I'm so far out in the boonies, or I have been, maybe I'm coming closer to a town, that they don't even have those invisible fences. And I've had 3 dogs come up to me, not in a vicious way, but hey, look at that out in the field. What is that? Is that a cat? I think it's just a cat. How's the cat? This can't, oh look there. And yes, the hill does block that bus stop. Wherever the bus stop is, you can't see it. Let's zoom in on this cat, because we can. Well, that's not very exciting. It's getting time for me to start scoping out a place. And you see, back there maybe, down there, but I know that that's bottomland. It's lower. And it's been so much rain that it might be real muddy, which could freeze tonight and just not be a good place to camp. So I'm going to push through that. I'm going to get up as much speed as I can going down this hill. And also you can see why I wouldn't build a fire, because there are residences all around. They like to spread out, just like me. I'll keep pedaling. What do you think? See the road out there? This is Turtle Creek Township Maintenance Building. This is level. I think if I put my tent here, nobody would see it. There is a house across the street that's occupied. See? And over there, see that guy's pickup truck? That's because that's a hunting area, those little yellow signs. Say wildlife hunting area. So I don't want to go anywhere near that. And I don't know what lies ahead, except for darkness and cold and possibly storms. So I think it's a good bet to snug in here. I don't think I'd get in any trouble. I don't think they're going to have a rush of maintenance to be done. So that's what I'm going to do. Maybe right here is where the tent should go. And I'm looking forward to being out of this cold. Although the pedaling has kept me on the verge of sweating. I keep having to change, add layers, take away layers. But everything has been good today. And I made a few miles towards Florida. Look at that old outhouse. That is really cool. It needs a little maintenance. This is my basic layout when I put out my tent. I put the tarp inside and I roll the edges like that. So if any water gets in the tent during a heavy storm, it goes under the tarp. That sort of works. I lay myself out on a diagonal, even though this says it's a 3-man tent. And I get my gear in here with me. And so I've got a nice... The thermarest holds for the time being for about 20 minutes, a half hour. I gotta fix it, but I gotta have time to find the leak. I'll be alright. I'll get time. And in here I close it up, but it's just gear that can get wet. Actually, it's my balloon animals in big plastic bags. And then the other stuff I just leave out. Hopefully I'll hit the road in the morning quickly. Listen, you can hear a car coming for miles. I think I hear one over there. You see, they might get a glimpse of the corner of the tent going by at 55. But there's no trespassing sign. And I have the need to find a place that's dry. So I'm thinking we're good here. The other thing is I'm looking for security cameras. I don't see any. Doesn't mean they're not here. But I'm not doing anything wrong. I just don't want to talk to the locals in case they're hostile. But all the ones I've met, I met a guy today, Dave, he's taking down an old brick schoolhouse. 70 years old. I just had the greatest attitude, and we talked for about an hour. It was fun. He's a good man. And then I rolled on. He wished me well on my adventure. Look at that little, is that a chipmunk? Yes it is. Try to zoom in on him. I think I got to clean the lens because of the condensation from the weather. The humidity is 100%. And it's nippy. It's nipping at my fingers. But I love that rolling terrain. And I love a gray day. I don't know about anybody else, but it's part of nature. It's a mood that nature has, and I sink to it. Not with sadness or depression or anger, because I have different struggles with less than perfect weather. It just doesn't matter. I'm happy. I decided early in my life, I can't enjoy nature if conditions have to be blue skies and 70 degrees. I gotta look at it like she has moods and a personality. And sometimes she's dangerous. And that's why I'm stopping now. I found a nice dry level spot that's fairly secluded and there's no trespassing. And look, they haven't got to their firewood they chopped, so it's not like the place is under scrutiny. So I'm good. And also I was thinking, oh no, I gotta get to town, I don't know what I'm gonna eat for dinner. I got a whole new can of biscuits, I got the butter, I got some more shredded mozzarella. Still got that squirter bottle of pizza sauce. And I got some pepperoni. I'm out of anchovies. But I'll be good. I'll have a feast in there tonight. Not long from now. See that? That's snow. Maybe out there. Oh, it says 32 degrees and cloudy. But I know that it snowed because of the tent. You can see. And it's windy, but it's supposed to be a tailwind. So I am going to break camp and get out there and pedal. "32 degrees and cloudy. And I'm losing all my batteries. I'm charging. Going from one to the other. I'm trying to keep my equipment warm. And I'm making some oatmeal. And what I need is to be able to film and to be able to get to GPS. So I think there's a town nearby, actually. I got a glimpse before the power shut down on the low battery of the phone. And with that, I think there's a town with a Walmart up the road and to the left. If that's the case, I gotta find it. Because Walmart probably means a McDonald's, which probably means I can sit and get a charge. So I'm gonna get a early start. Once I knock the snow off the thing here, the tent, and then I'll be on my way, catch those tailwinds. Come on, water boil. seems like whenever I grab the camera, I grab it so it's, I hit that zoom. I apologize. I used to edit that stuff out, and now I don't because I just don't have software or the time. Leave nothing but nothing but tracks. What was that? Oh, that's good. Left at 46, right at 49, or the other way around. It's left and not right. See, there's the hunting area I was telling you. I don't want to go anywhere near there. I love a good snowfall. Not as much when I'm trying to travel. So it's a private property. Got to pedal faster. Cops might be on my tail. And that is how you stealth camp.